Blue Jay fans, baseball is back. And we've been seeing some quite interesting things going on in spring training, and that is what we are here to break down. I'm going to try and make it quick for you guys. I did it once already, and it went way too long because I got too excited because I'm talking baseball, and I love doing it. But let's make this more simple for you guys. We're here to break down the past week's games for the Toronto Blue Jays, the goods, the bads, all that stuff. We're here to talk about it. All right, let's start right away. The first game of spring training, the Jays in Bradenton taking on the Pittsburgh Pirates, and Yusei Kikuchi gets the start. Battles with the command a little bit in his first outing, allows one hit over 2 innings, but strikes out 5, and you're like, oh my, Yusei, if you could throw strikes, my man, we're in great shape. We're in great shape. Great start. I mean, spring training, so take it for what it is. But really nice first outing for Yusei. Zach Thompson, obviously one of the newest Blue Jays, is pretty bad. 2/3 of an inning, on 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. And a lot of bomb as well. So not fun there. Bullpen-wise, the youngin' Adrian Hernandez, a lot of walking, got a strikeout. Didn't realize his fastball was basically like not even 90. So that's probably why he's not in the big leagues as of right now. We'll see how that plays out moving forward over the spring. Offensively, key names. Espinal went 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored, or 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored, a walk, and I believe he hit the home run in that game. Big first game for Espinal in his first start with the Blue Jays in spring. All right. Vladdy went deep, hit a moonshot. You'll love to see it. Welcome back, Vladdy. And that's been a talk of the town, right? What's he going to give you this year? What type of Vladdy are you going to get? Are you going to get the Vladdy of 2021, where he's ripping line drives, hitting almost 50 bombs, hitting over 300, being, other than Shohei, being the MVP of the American League, right? Or are you going to get last year's Vladdy, who was still good, but pummeling the ball in the ground? When he's elevating it, great things happen. When it's pummeling in the ground, it's just not good. Which Vladdy are you going to get? Hell of a good start to the spring for him. His first AB going deep. Love to see it. Even though it's spring, enjoy it. All right? What else we got? Any key names? Addison Barger. I'm going to have to figure that one out. Hit an absolute moonshot. That was fun to watch. Watching the young fellow who had dominated the minor leagues last season come up in his first spring training game and hit a shot. And it was like 480 feet, I think they said. That thing was way gone. Beautiful stuff for Addison Barger there. Wynn Bernard, great story. 2 for 2 with a run scored for him. Nice first game for the Blue Jays. And talked about the pitching staff. Let's move on. Game 2. The Jays were in Dunedin taking on the Yankees in their home opener of the spring training at Dunedin at TD Ballpark. And offensively, Whit Merrifield had a hit and a walk. Good job for him and in his 2 ABs. LJ Talley went deep, hit a 3-run shot, and it was a big one. Good. And he had a really good year in AAA last season. Maybe you got to keep an eye on outfield depth. I don't know. He might be a guy to get a shot. He's a lefty bat. So we'll see how that goes. Addison Barger again. 1 for 1 with a run scored and a walk. Stud. All right. Vladdy went deep again. I believe he went deep again. Stud. Absolute machine, Vladdy. Elvis Martinez had a hit in the game. He's going to need a big year for him. Kevin Biggio had a couple hits. He was 2 for 2 in his game. And pitching-wise, it was a bullpen day. Tim Meza got a start. He got 3 hits and a run. Not great start for him, but he gets first spring training, whatever. Jordan Romano went an inning, allowed a hit, a walk, and a strikeout. Also picked off a guy, so good job from Jordan. Nate Pearson, a guy who has many eyes on him. Now at 26 years old, he ain't a prospect. So what's he going to give you this year? Is he going to be healthy? And if so, what is he going to do to this Blue Jays team? How is he going to impact them? What did you get from his first spring training outing? Well, the velocity, he hadn't lost that. Touched 100, had 3 strikeouts in his inning, did allow 2 hits, a run, and walked 2 guys, however. So the command was a little off, but touching 100, getting 3 strikeouts, really nice start to the spring there for Nate Pearson. And the rest of the bullpen, is it Hagen Joyner? And Hagen, hold on a minute here. Is it Hagen Danner and Hayden Joyner? Joyner, man, god damn, that is tough. Joyner had a tough one. The last, obviously, it was tough first one where he went 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks. Tough, and it was tough today as well for him. We'll get to that shortly. And Hagen Danner, though, went an inning and a third, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, and a couple strikeouts. And he was a former catcher. Pretty crazy stuff. Let's get to the third game where the Jays lost 7-0 to Atlanta. Might not be here long. Spencer Horowitz had a couple hits in that one. Desan Brown, Canadian kid, had his first hit in his first at bat in his first ever spring training. So congrats to him for that one. Pitching wise, yeah, Drew Hutchison was awful. Trevor Richards was terrible. Again, it's spring training, it's their first one, whatever. But I'm just going off of what I saw. Zach Pop threw a clean inning of work, had a walk and a couple strikeouts. And Bowden France is a guy who had a terrible AAA season last year numbers-wise. Albeit, he was in the 8th and 9th innings, so you're not going to see the everyday players. But 2 innings, walked a couple, didn't allow any hits, struck out 2 guys. So good stuff for him in his spring training debut. Let's get to the doubleheader that happened yesterday, where the Jays lost 7-2 to the Phillies, and we'll start right with the pitching staff. Jose Barrios got the start, and he was great. A lot of eyes on Jose. He's an X factor this year. If he's great, and Alec Manoah and Kevin Gausman and Chris Bassett give you what we expect them to give you, you have one of the best four-man rotation in all of baseball. But what are you going to get from Jose? He went 2 innings, allowed a couple hits, one walk, struck out a couple of guys. He was very good in his debut. Adam Simber was great, clean inning, no hits, no walks, no runs, just clean job for Adam Simber in his clean inning. Thomas Hatch was really bad. Got 2 outs, 5 hits, 5 runs, 1 walk. And he already have 67. That's pretty bad. Yosifer Zulueta. A lot of eyes on him. Flamethrower, bullpen guy, ripping the minor leagues, couldn't stay healthy much last year, so kind of, took him some time. But kid's a stud. Went an inning, didn't allow a base runner, struck out a guy, great stuff. Semmer Burst, one of the Jays' top 10 prospects. He went a clean inning, allowed 1 walk, but that was it. Great stuff there pitching-wise for the Toronto Blue Jays. Offensively, Alex DeJesus, who was part of the Raimel Tapia deal to the Blue Jays to send Randall Grichuk to Colorado, he went 2 for 2 in the game, so good job from him. And also Zach Britton, one of the Jays' prospects from a few years back, he went 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI, so a good job from Zach Britton there. And we go to the 6-4 win over the Detroit Tigers at TD Ballpark there yesterday. Springer went 1 for 2 with a walk. Bo Bichette went 1 for 2 with a run scored and a walk. Where else are we here? Who else? Big names. Kiermaier, 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. Big day in the office for Kevin Kiermaier in center field. Really good job there. Espinal continues his great spring training. 2 for 2, had a couple RBIs. Fantastic. LJ Talley had another hit there. Nice stuff. Good stuff from there from the offensive standpoint. Excuse me. Saw Chris Bassett for the first time in a Jays uniform. Wasn't the greatest in the first inning, but settled down. He went 2 innings, allowed a couple hits, a run, a walk. And that was it, though, for his 2 innings of work. Jimmy Garcia was good. Went an inning, allowed 1 hit. Had a really nice play from Matt Chapman behind him. That was it there. Eric Swanson went a clean inning, allowed a hit and a walk, but that was it. Anthony Bass went an inning, struck out the side. No problem there for Anthony Bass. And Ricky Tiedemann, the Jays' top prospect, no doubt now. The lefty, the 20-year-old who touched 100 and went a clean inning, didn't allow a base runner, and had a couple strikeouts, including striking out Javi Baez and Matt Vierling. Yeah, that was pretty insane stuff from Ricky T. Now, Jays fans, for God's sakes, don't tell him to start the year with the team, because we know it's not going to happen. Okay? He'll start the year, maybe get a couple starts in Double A, because he didn't get very much reps there last year. And then if he dominates, right to Triple A you go. Then we start talking about it. Right? That's when it starts happening, for me at least. So he was fantastic in that game, and nothing else we're going to talk about there from that game. The final one today, where the Jays were 3 outs away from a no-hitter, and then Hayden Joyner came in, allowed a couple hits and a run in the 9th inning to break that up, unfortunately. Offensively, well, Biggio, 2 for 3 in the game. He's hit 500 so far in the spring, so good for him. LJ Talley had another hit and a walk. So he's had a pretty good spring together. Good for him. Otto Lopez had a hit. Vinny Capra had a couple hits. Leo Jimenez had went 1 for 2 with a run scored in the game for him. Phil Clark, catching prospect for the Blue Jays, he went 1 for 1. Had a bomb. So good job for Phil Clark. He hit that one. I think it was in the 8th inning, I believe. Yes, he did. And that's it for the offense. Pitching-wise, Kikuchi putting up zeros yet again. 2 innings. No hits. 1 walk. Couple strikeouts. Kikuchi has gone 4 innings of no-run ball so far in the spring. Look, it's spring training. I get it. Okay? He's not going to win the Cy Young Award. That's not what I'm talking about. But if he can be a serviceable 5, you're in good shape. However, what do you do with Ricky Tiedemann then? Then that question starts to come into fruition. What do you do with Ryu when he comes back? But you want that problem. You want to be able to have that problem down the road. Zach Thompson, we talked about that abysmal first start for him. He was great in the second one today. 2 innings, didn't allow any base runners, struck out 3. Great stuff. Trent Thorne went a clean inning. Fantastic. Adrian Hernandez went out there again. He's a guy I'm keeping an eye on this spring. He had a really good year in AAA. He went a clean inning, no base runners, no nothing. And that's it. Jays fans, we're here to break down the spring training games, and we do that. So, the next time I'll talk to you guys, Jays Edition will be next week. We will be breaking down tomorrow's game against the Pirates at 107, the Rays game on Friday at 107, Detroit on Saturday at 105, Sunday, Philly, 107, off day Monday, Tuesday, Pittsburgh, 105, and then Minnesota, Wednesday, 107. After that game, I'll be breaking down all of those games I just mentioned. All right, so you know what, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and are jacked up for baseball, I'll be back. Smack that like button to do appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. You guys not already, comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game, would you like, would you not like, or games, video. I'm so used to saying that. Just smack that like button, all that great stuff, Jays fans. Twitter link is down. Hit the subscribe button. Comment down below. I'm all over the place. Twitter and Instagram links are down below, so follow up, send me a DM, guys, all that great stuff, and I will talk to you guys. Raptors edition tomorrow as they're in Washington taking on the Wizards at 7 o'clock. And as for the Leafs, they're back in action tonight at 8 p.m. as they're in Edmonton taking on the Oilers. No Shannon Gustafson tonight. They're going to be probably playing in that game tomorrow against Calgary. However, Jake McCabe, Sam Lafferty, in for tonight's contest. All right? And as for the Blue Jays, I'll talk to you guys next Wednesday over the past week's spring training games. All right? So thank you. Oh, I totally forgot. Tik Tok. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're still here, I appreciate all of you for sitting through the 12 minutes of me rambling about spring training. But Tik Tok, I have a TikTok page going for the TO Sports Talk account. I'm going to be very, very active on there and posting live reactions to stuff, not during spring training, but regular season Leafs, Raptors, Jays, playoffs, Leafs, Raptors, Jays. There'll be live video stuff. It'll be a lot of fun, so go check it out. The link is down below for that, all right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and baseball being back, we'll talk to you guys then.